I like to wear my Pitassos, traveler's hat of Hermes, with or without wings, when I travel. Where am I going? I would like to announce I do not know. I want to go on a short journey back to the Hotel Bonjourné, or was it Bon Séjour, and stay there and play with the bodies of my two friends, J and K. They are both alive. Why do I call them bodies? I do not know this also. Also, I eat aloe plants for lunch, and my divine name is serving Hermes, or it is a secret. Guess. Guess. I will thieve you of your spawn, civilization, so you will learn a lesson about conserving the planet's natural resources. Yes? Yes. Also, I drink much water because I need it pure to cool down my hothead nature. Do you have a nature? You can light a lilac soy scent candle, place it on a handheld mirror or handheld camera lens, take a shower, and find out. To what end? To your rear end and mine, this toast, to mindfulness, lest mindlessness be inclined to steal the white wine out of your head and your calm with it. This is a guess. Do you suffer from these problems? This is a guest pouring red wine on the carpet by the fireplace in your mansion because you asked him what he does for a living before you offered him free hospitality. You cannot do this to a guest. It violates the law of Zeus, protector of guests on high, guardian of civilization. Gandhi was right. It would be a good idea, both Western and Eastern. And if those two could join together, clasp hands, and dancing save the planet with romance, you might hear a secret recipe for Rice Krispie treats intoned by a mollusk oracle inside a jetty as Atlantic crashes down on it, Atlantic Ocean, where two nuclear submarines collided this week. Supposedly no radioactivity leaked, but would they tell if it did? Decidedly not. Why raise panic when so much is stake? What's for dinner? The burnt end of a cow. What did you expect, rump enlightenment? I feel that when you touch my rump and say, ah, that's what you want. Yes, ass play. Covering it with both hands and language makes the heat even intenser throughout the body-mind. But you're sick this week. I hope you heal quickly. I wear my Pitassos, traveler's hat of Hermes, with or without wings, down over my left eye to shield sun's rays. When I emerge from underworld bearing a fantastic red popsicle for the gods, and when they eat it, they live on, immunized against death. Nothing can kill the gods, and for this I love them. We are weak, weak, weak without the belief democracy, human-shaped, is immortal in the universe. Otherwise, thinking our actions consequenceless, we shovel garbage into rivers the rest of our short lives. River's foaming blue hand will reach us and snap our necks. We like when river does it while we're coming. River denies us this pleasure and snaps our wig shelves for sacrificial fire and red wine libations and incoming naked aliens kinder to guests than we ever were when we hammered together gallows, welcoming Xenos with rope. When good King Wenceslas rode out that night on the feast of Stephen, Stephen spelled with a PH, not a V. Dear Stephen friend, you told me at Poet's house, did you hear? Aquila Oliver died. I have to go meet someone now. Oh, I said, no longer being an I at all, but rabbit thigh bone pie in the new year of the white metal rabbit. Oh, thank you for telling me. I notice you say thank you. You compulsively repeat thank you when you feel embarrassed about what's arising, the desire to immediately turn into a spirit and fly through the second-story window glass of Poet's house and fly over the West River to be with Aquila in the mixing dark blue water. The river currents speeding downtown on the 1 train. Where is the 9 train? It is inside the World Trade Crater brain I am when I construct these pyramids called the time being. Come in and test drive a Honda today at your leisure. Come in and be tested to see if you're going to die. I'm trembling to stay concentrated on Aquila, but I can't comprehend her death. Comprehend has om in it, but that doesn't help now. No use being cute when your friend is dead. Cut it out. How not lovely to be so loathsome toward yourself. The Bach violin monster tearing your ears apart puts earmuffs over your head so you can warm up. Compassion and terror go hand in hand together. The war on compassion is what you have to watch out for.
Final philosophical statement. Eventually it's quits. Twombly and the high-tension lines, double belly of a Gottlieb, opts out a Tangali, a Barney to your very tip, a Klein lug, makes change in any scene's ceiling, a treatment sold for more than a Pollock, a mummy-like detachment plucks at any picture so plain, even one of those particle pictures, chancy bones of a Tomlin line, the Merritt Parkway. Call Kirkham and ask him. Patois of a Toby, too, and never did get his lines straight. A Cavallon attitude, an optical flute anyway. The man in the moon just wouldn't look. Start over. Meant to gobble up something. A mystic hardware of the Hoffman School where every painter had a private target. Try Hardigan, try Still, try Lee Bell, try Orpiment, try Realgar. I just thought of something. A rapid bill that pays. A monster eating the hill throughout. The skin either closed or not closed. Are we out of acid again? Unbelievable. Whole earth showing again? Unavoidable. The pump is well out of it now, me too. Miss Felicity Fairway is on the horn. What she thought was a cricket was a comet. If only there had been a piece of paper, let it go. Butter your cap and bank on solitude, those owls on the Ferlinghetti Plain, things you know he didn't. A bit more pluck when he was Monsanto, but barely a cupful. And this was not in a country, a showing of wonders. We had a date to watch the rabbis fight. Sober, but not much extra. They're still looking for that hole in the moon. Bosco for breakfast there. There's a bug in a rug. You can give me a bell, should I be the one to drop the bomb. You start again with every noodle. You start again with every noodle, hit the nebula with a stick. And incorrect music clouds the air. They have swings here and chains, no chairs in Apple Branch heaven. Burmese Buddhas are heavier. The egg of death removed from the shells. In Hong Kong, they keep their pistols in wooden boxes. One day, the crossword had foreign clues. The flash fire only produced bruises. There were cherries in the air over the mushroom fields. The rain came down in light bulbs. Over there, dynamite is the name of a flower. That way, they teach you how to grow furniture. The creators wear a frosted star. Ready stiff as a yacht, poems by Reverdy, poems by Ransack. The drilling giant accepts the haft, poems from the sprawling antechamber. The sun is on the moon. Poems by Lao Tzu, poems by the lunar substitute. Stair by stair, the growing feet, poems by Colette. The wrong person, the wrong alley, poems by secret subscription. Poems by Lord Buffalo. Insignia by insignia, the roll, the one who licks the alabaster. Poems by Lord Disaster. Words that are only scraping by. Poems by deliberate snake. Poems by a dissident monk. There's little left to say, everything to go. My friend is a fish. He sees me when I swim. Let's go outside. The clouds are friends too. They may be something else. I see the moon sees me. It matches the description. Tote that bag, take out the rock. Rocks are my friends. The skin off my family. This town is underwater, but the water is my friend. Merry and bright, I make a classified living. Either I have no projects or everything is. I must have forgotten to initial that moon. Set a bell jar in the corner, eat some corn. Corn is not my friend. Glass is not either. That alligator is my friend, but this alligator isn't. Silence is impossible to learn. The compound goes tick-tock. The compound waves particles. I have avoided this compound. The compound bounds at an angle. You must repeat the compound until the compound does not appreciate accidents. There are no partial compounds. They will tell you what to do. The compound may go in two. Take trips to the top of the compound. A tie at the head of Broad Street. You may be sure of the compound. It is in your hands now, Dodo. There is nothing candid about it. You must not shun such enclosures. A compound of total fasteners. The room is too big. You have already had enough room. This room is too warm. It has no heart. Be still. The room is composed of sounds. Truth be told, there is no further room. Who is on the other side of the room? You don't often run into room. It's too shrill, you will slide. The room comes on full tilt. I have so little to show. The room is not a box. The room has not a flue. We all have places to go. This is the end, my crowded friend, where there once was a surfeit. Cheech and Chong as archery experts. Superman puzzled by a pencil. Charlie horse in a monkey suit. The crowds lack even the most basic. Bozo uses a wind machine, no joke. Purcell had his assistants all over. Buzz Sawyer thought himself bottled up. Brace Beamer had no privacy. The Four Stooges, actually. Joe Palooka got snippy. A hose leads to the source. Descendants of Nancy and Sluggo are everywhere. The bones of Popeye have never been found. This is a story not yet told. A giant telescope you can't see with the naked eye searches for secrets on its own. Faulty. Call Miss Voltage. We need to have a handle on the pole formations. Dulce et decorum est, etc. See those tits? They speak of death. You have to check all the rooms on Earth. One day they'll have to boil over and talk to brains far ahead of ours. Chris, why does this bottle have an H on it? Why did you just take her sweater off? It's only a model. What will happen? The men in black do April in Paris. Stole that hydrogen valve. Now they talk to Martians. Cut a path through frozen champagne. What next? An isotope bubble bath? Now who's coming? Sometimes the human brain sleeps. You best keep that whirly thing under glass, a project to take the hydrogen out of the air, the furniture out of the room. But what are you looking at? There's a thin hole in the paper, cause of world traffic jams. General Carrion concurs. And there goes the lunar bomber. But Red Mars turned my dad into a bitter bastard. General Character comes in, achoo, and Morris Ankrum says, nothing.